Guys, if you're looking for a keto roti recipe that is going to pair with any Indian curry, then you should make these almond flour rotis. These rotis are so tasty, guys, and they are soft. They are easy to make. I'm going to share a trick with you with which the dough is going to be very easy to handle. Let's make this together. We're going to start off with one tightly packed cup of blanched almond flour. This is 100 grams and I'm using the one from Costco. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of psyllium husk. I'm using the Isabgol brand of psyllium husk that you can find in almost any Indian store. Next goes in half a teaspoon of salt and we're going to mix all of this together. For this recipe, guys, we need hot water and this is half a cup. I'm not adding all at once. Add a little bit at a time till it forms a dough. So I ended up using less than a quarter cup. Guys, don't add too much water. You will be surprised how little you will need. Now use your fingers and knead it into a dough ball. The dough is going to feel sticky at this point, but don't worry, we will fix it later. Let this rest for 5 minutes. So it's been 5 minutes. Now we have to get rid of the stickiness. So we are going to add in some oil. You can use any oil of your choice. I'm using avocado oil. You can use olive oil. You can use melted butter, ghee, whatever. And then you're going to knead it well and you're going to see that it's going to end up being a lot less sticky. We need this because if not, when we're going to try to roll it, it's going to be a mess. I like using silicone mats. You can use parchment paper as well, but be sure to grease both the mats, guys. Grease it even if it's non-stick because we don't want the dough to stick. The dough tends to break easily. I'm going to tell you a trick how to avoid that. First of all, we want to take our dough ball and divide it into 4. You're going to end up making 4 to 5 rotis, so 5 using all the leftover scraps. Guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Consider subscribing for yummy Indian keto recipes. Guys, this dough tends to tear easily, so we don't want to roll it out too thin. This lid is 5 inches in diameter. I'm going to use that as a reference and not roll out the dough more than that. That way, the dough is going to be at least half a centimeter thick and it's going to come off the mat quite easily. I rolled it out thin, guys, and every single time it tore. So roll it out pretty thick. But don't worry, our roti is not going to be that thick. I'm going to show you later how you can make the rotis nice and thin while you cook it. This is going to come out really easy now, guys. See how thick it is? Don't worry. If you want, you can make it even thicker. I'll show you how to make it thin later. Let's go. So heat your non-stick pan to medium-high heat and let it cook on one side. Turn it to the other side and now is the time to press the roti down using a ball of a paper towel. This is what I'm using. And you can keep pressing it, press it all you want. The roti is going to get nice and thin. This is the easiest way, guys, I found to make the rotis consistently without tearing them. Approximately 2 minutes per side and your rotis should be done. The rotis turn out nice and soft. Keep them wrapped up in a cloth so they stay soft and warm. One important point is to press down on the roti only after it is cooked on one side. Because as you can see here, I'm trying to press down on the raw side and it is sticking to my spatula, so don't do it. Okay, now let's talk about freezing the rotis. The first thing I did was to freeze the raw dough. So I placed it on a parchment paper, stuck it in the freezer, and now I'm putting it back on the pan on medium-high heat. And for some reason, this roti cooked even better, guys. It turned out to be so much softer. I could press it down a lot more easily. So I don't know why. You tell me if you know why. But it totally works. And this was a roti that was already cooked. I froze it and now I'm heating it back and it's going to turn out nice and soft. I also tried heating it in the microwave. It took about 10 to 15 seconds and the rotis were soft again. That's it, guys. If you're interested in other roti recipes, there's one with chia seeds, there's one with coconut flour, and this one is a keto naan recipe. All the recipes are on my channel.